I wake up, my heart pounding in my chest, my body drenched in cold sweat. It's the same nightmare that's been haunting me for weeks, a relentless torment that won't let go. In the dream, I find myself trapped in an old, decaying mansion, its walls oozing with a malevolent darkness. As I sit up in bed, I try to shake off the remnants of the nightmare, but it clings to me like a shroud. The room is cloaked in darkness, with only the faint glow of the moon seeping through the curtains. I reach for the bedside lamp, but when I flick the switch, nothing happens. My heart races as I fumble for my phone, using its feeble light to scan the room. Everything seems normal at first glance, but a creeping unease settles over me. The air is heavy, suffocating, and an eerie silence hangs in the room, broken only by the faint rustling of curtains. I swing my legs over the edge of the bed and plant my feet on the cold wooden floor. Something doesn't feel right. With each step, the floorboards creak ominously beneath my weight. I make my way to the bedroom door, my hand trembling as I grasp the doorknob. When I turn it, the door doesn't budge. Panic surges through me, and I jolt the handle again and again, but it's as if the door has been sealed shut by some malevolent force. I glance back at the room, my heart pounding, and that's when I notice it. The walls seem to be closing in, the ceiling descending ever so slightly. My breathing quickens as I feel the room constricting around me, like a sinister trap designed to suffocate me. In desperation, I pull out my phone and dial 911, but all I hear is static. There's no reception, no way out. Fear gnaws at the edges of my sanity as I'm left with the horrifying realization that I'm truly alone in this nightmare. With trembling hands, I turn back to the room and spot a door I hadn't noticed before. It stands at the far end, a shadowy portal beckoning me with an eerie allure. I approach it cautiously, my fingers brushing against the cold, rough wood. As I turn the handle, a foul stench assaults my senses, like the rot of long-forgotten decay. The door swings open, revealing a narrow, dimly lit corridor that stretches endlessly into the darkness. Every step I take echoes ominously, and I feel an unshakable sense of dread. I can't go back. The room behind me has become a suffocating prison. As I venture further into the corridor, I notice unsettling paintings on the walls, distorted faces contorted in agony, their eyes following me with an eerie, malevolent gaze. The flickering candlelight casts eerie shadows that dance along the walls, making the grotesque artwork seem even more unsettling. I continue down the corridor, my footsteps echoing louder now, and that's when I hear it, a faint, ghostly whisper that sends shivers down my spine. It's unintelligible, a chorus of voices that seem to emanate from the very walls themselves. Panic surges anew as I realize I'm not alone in this wretched place. My journey through the endless corridor feels like an eternity, a descent into madness. Doors line the walls, each one a portal to an unknown terror. I hear sinister laughter, distant screams, and the ominous clinking of chains. It's a cacophony of horrors that threatens to consume me. I open one of the doors, and the room beyond is a nightmarish tableau. Twisted, contorted figures writhe in agony, their bodies distorted and grotesque. A sense of dread washes over me as I realize that I've stumbled upon a chamber of suffering, a place of eternal torment. I slam the door shut and continue down the corridor, my heart pounding in my chest. It feels like an eternity, and I've lost all sense of time. The whispering voices grow louder, more insistent, and I can't escape the feeling that they're guiding me, leading me deeper into this malevolent labyrinth. Finally, I reach the end of the corridor, and there's a single door before me. I hesitate for a moment, my hand trembling on the doorknob. What awaits me on the other side? Is there any way out of this nightmare? With a deep breath, I turn the handle and step into the unknown. The room beyond is a grotesque mockery of reality, a surreal nightmare come to life. Monstrous creatures with twisted limbs and gaping maws leer at me from the shadows. The walls pulse with a sickly, otherworldly energy, and the air is heavy with a palpable malevolence. I realize with chilling certainty that I've become trapped in a realm of nightmares, a place where the very fabric of reality has been torn asunder. There's no escape, no way back to the world I once knew. I'm trapped in a living hell, and there's no hope left. As the nightmarish horrors close in around me, I can only hope that someday someone will find this account and know the terrible fate that befell me. But for now, I am lost in the darkness, a prisoner of my own terrifying dreams, forever condemned to the horrors that lurk within.